Welcome back to Boujee Bravo Bitches, where we talk all that Bravo tea from basic to bougie. We're your hosts. I'm Jenna.
I'm Darcy.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get into it, bitch.
Hello, bitches.
Hey,
that includes that little baby bitch, Summer.
She's here today.
Can
and
we
she's
call
wide
babies
awake.
bitches?
I mean,
she's
hey,
a little baby bitch. Yeah,
she is. She's in her purple velour sweatsuit.
I know,
today.
Summer. What are you wearing? Fashion.
She works
flexing on them.
She's so cute. She is wide awake. We should get her a little headset. A little tiny mic.
I'm gonna feed her soon.
Hi, girls.
Hello.
Last night they did like the VPR premiere party where they like, I guess, screened the first episode for some exclusive people. And at the premiere party, they dropped The Valley teaser. So The Valley was like that show that they've been kind of like hinting at that stars Jackson, Brittany, and some other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it really is coming in the spring. So it's Jackson, Brittany, and we'll talk about what the teaser was in a minute, but it's Jackson, Brittany, it's Kristen, Doty, and her boyfriend Luke, which, like, I don't need her, but that's fine.
And her Nike flip-flops?
Yeah. I want to read these little bios because I think they're funny. Well, we know who they are, but then it's this other couple. There's other couples, Danny Bucco and Naya Bucco. They are, I think, real estate people? No, she's a former Miss USA, and he is, doesn't really say, but they live in the Valley. Jesse and Michelle Lawley, they are the luxury real estate people. And then Jason and Janet Caperna, and I guess they all know Jackson Brittany somehow, basically.
Okay.
And Kristen. So that's how they all got together. But anyways, the teaser comes out, and it starts with creepy Jax with a creepy little glove on, like a driving glove, like waving at people. I mean, he ends up being inside like a little kid's like Mercedes, like remote car. But I'm like, this is so creepy. Like, this is not the way you tease a show.
I just hated the tagline, like, trying adulting. And I was just like, we're past that word. Like, we're like 4 years removed from that word.
You can't be like trying adulting when you're like literally being an adult now.
You're like 45. If you're just trying it out now, there's not really a lot of hope. Like, try senior citizen on maybe instead.
Try that AARP card.
Yeah, obviously we're gonna watch. I think it's only like gonna be probably like what, a 10 episode thingy, maybe 30-minute episodes. Who knows? But
I'm into it.
So it's like, obviously I think it's an LVP production. I didn't really look that far into it, but it's interesting that they chose like Kristen to be a part of the cast.
Yeah.
She's just like always infiltrates. I'm just like, but do people like her?
I mean, I get why they did it. She was kind of brought back because of the whole Tom Scandival thing.
I guess, but it's like, she didn't even really make that much of an appearance on Vanderpump, and I feel like she's not making that much of an appearance this year. I don't know. I feel like so many people don't like her. How is there a draw? I'm not seeing it, but I guess we'll find out. The other like Vanderpump news this week was that Lisa and Ken are being sued by a former TomTom employee for wrongful termination. They are not, however, suing the Toms. Just Lisa and Ken.
Probably happens a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I live in Florida. You really, like, it's like no fault state. Like, you could just fire someone for being ugly. Yeah. So, you would never
really
win
need
here.
to have a reason.
Yeah. Also today, the Miami reunion was taping, which I was saying to you guys, I was just thinking, I guarantee you Andy's gearing up to do a bunch of reunions because they're all like, all these shows are coming to a close. So he's still filming Miami. He actually put out a story on lunch. He was like, I'm on lunch. Can you hear all this screaming? And like they were screaming at each other. Like you could hear like Alexia and them like screaming at each other down the hall.
Oh my God.
They love to yell. They're feisty Latino women.
They do love to yell, and they like don't make a lot of sense.
It's just who can be the loudest.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Yeah.
The seating chart came out also, and it is as follows. First chair to the left of Andy is Larsa, then Lisa, then Nicole, then Adriana.
Interesting choice.
I know, I'm like, I feel like because Larsa's got a lot of shit about like spreading Gertie's like cancer diagnosis to people, maybe. but it is weird. And
I
then
mean,
to the
something
right,
more has to happen for her to be first chair.
maybe. To the right of Andy is Gertie, Alexia, Julia, Kiki, Marisol. Interesting.
I'm
I mean,
surprised Julia and Adriana are on the same side.
well, yeah, that's surprising. But also, those are like friends of, so they're not going to be there the whole time. So they just kind of like put them there, I guess. Just shove them in there somewhere. I don't know.
Just stick them
That's
right
going
in.
on today, which means Beverly Hills is on the same. They're all both on episode 12, so they have to be filming soon. I would think Potomac and Married to Med are filming soon too. Like they're all kind of coming to a close.
'Tis the season.
I love reunion season. I love to see the
Best.
looks.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you see the looks drop. Did you guys see that Sam and Kory broke up?
You
Good
told
for
us,
her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
I feel like it's not surprising. I didn't think that was like a romance meant to last per se. I don't think like spitting in each other's mouths is like how you say I love you these days.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I would love to tell future children. Guess how I met your father? He spit in my mouth on national TV. It's our thing.
I don't even want to share a toothbrush. So gross.
So gross.
So they broke up, and then she went on Not Skinny But Not Fat, and she, I guess, like told her side of the story, which is that it's not that I didn't love him, it's that he didn't love me.
Girl, we all saw that.
I know. It's breakup season, right? I mean, now she's in like the single ladies club. Lindsay, her.
Oh, speaking of that, they all went out last night. Her, MJ, Lindsay,
MJ.
Sam. Yeah, MJ. She was probably there filming Watch What Happens Live.
Oh, she did Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah.
Gabby was there too. Danielle. They were all there.
Wild.
Sorry to hear it. I did send her a message from us, and I just said, sending you good vibes. And she was like, thank you guys so much.
Mm-hmm. You're so nice.
Yeah, she's very nice. I actually probably talked to her maybe the most of everyone that we talked to from our account. She was like top, which is weird. After BravoCon, we were both like, oh my God, we never met up. Yeah. I forget that like I'm a real person interacting with these people. Not just the Boujee Bravo Bitches account.
I'm real.
Last night, maybe it was last night, I think it was, that there was a post that Luann finally made it to the Rangers game with Kelly Ben-Simone.
I love that. It finally happened.
She got the yacht and the Rangers game, guys.
Good
for her. Good for her. Little Atlanta news. Peter Thomas got a DUI.
Oh,
Sorry to
so
hear that,
dumb.
Peter. Don't drink and drive to bar 1. Bar none.
Gonna be behind bars soon.
I feel like the Kim and Kory news is really fading. I only saw one thing this week, Amanda. Did you see anything else?
No, I only saw that they're gonna go back, I think on like the 29th for their home foreclosure. So sayonara, 18,000 square foot wannabe home.
Yep. It's time. I mean, really, like, the fact that it's taken this long is a little crazy.
I mean, it's
take the
very
fucking home.
common. Foreclosures take forever, so.
Take the home.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. Any other news this week? I feel like it wasn't a news-heavy week, really.
No.
It's a very show-heavy week. I think that's the thing. It's not a lot of news. It's a lot of Twitter beefing after these, like, shows air. That's mostly what's coming around these days.
A lot of Twitter fingers.
Lots.
Your girl was on Twitter.
Which girl?
Lisa Barlow.
Oh, she's always on Twitter.
Oh my God. It was
It was something. I have to say this. My mom is like catching up on Salt Lake. She's only halfway through this season though. And she like sends a message to me and Dominica, my sister, and she's like, I hate Lisa Barlow. I'm like, don't talk to us. Like, seriously, don't talk to us. I'm like, all of your opinions are so stupid and unpopular. And she's like, I love Monica. I'm like, get out of here. And then I sent her the video of Lisa saying hi, baby gorgeous to me at BravoCon. And I was like, don't talk to me about anything Bravo related anymore because your opinions are so dumb. I was like, you're so one dimensional, Mom. And then I stopped talking to her. I would like, it's like, it's so funny because it's like my mother, but I feel like I have to like go back and forth with her and like fight with her about these people.
I feel like it's Bravo. You're allowed to like whoever you want to like.
She
That's
just
what's
always
so great
has like
about it.
she always is like has the one-dimensional opinion though. Like she never like sees past just what's on the screen, and it's like annoying to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. Southern Charm reunion part 2 is tonight, but we didn't talk about part 1 yet. So, what are your thoughts?
JT came in on fire. Like Andy even said, JT, it's minute 1. We've been here for 2 minutes.
Motherfucker got shot out of a cannon and was ready to rumble.
The only thing I love is that he is on Austin's neck and he is not letting go all day long.
Yeah, but it's like he's so small. It's like a pimple on your neck. Like it's not that annoying. It's just like annoying.
No, it's so annoying. I'm here for it.
I don't like him anymore. I wanted to. I think I wanted to like him, but because I don't like Austin that much, but I don't like him. He's fucking annoying. He's a fan. Even like his ex-wife like is going on like a TikTok frenzy about how he's a fan.
That's
and,
what
like,
I said last week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More stuff keeps coming out.
Like I said, I don't like him, but I just like how he will not get off Austin's neck. Like, just that's perfect.
I feel like the thing of it is though, it's like, okay, you do all that to the boys, which like rightfully so. There should be someone that comes in with like common decency and says something to these like good old boys. Finally, it's 2024. But then you stand up for Taylor. Like that's where you lose me when you start doing shit like that. That I don't understand.
Yeah,
and then you bring Landon to Southern Hospitality. So it's like, I can't. I just can't. Other thoughts before we get into like the Taylor and Olivia of it all. Apparently Shep has not been doing so well. I mean, he was like just drunk and rude at BravoCon, but that's pretty standard for him and the other time that I met him as well, so I didn't think much of it, but apparently he was really drunk and not nice at BravoCon.
And apparently it's like an ongoing pattern. Like if Austin and Craig are telling you have a problem, I feel like you probably have a problem.
I mean, I guess if you think about it though, like he has nothing to live for really, where like they both do. Like they both have businesses. Craig has a relationship. Like he has nothing. Like that's what's when you get mailbox money and you make nothing of yourself, like you have nothing to live for.
Yeah. You just kind of party your life away, which is what he's done for 50 years.
I'm all about like, okay, let's admit we have a problem and like do something about it. But then this is where he started to lose me when he's like, yeah, I still drink. I'm just like not taking shots. I'm like, okay, we're done here. Like, and we're done here and scene. Like you're the same. You just want people to feel bad for you now.
I feel like that's the first start though. Like the first step. You have to try to at least try and change a little now. I don't know.
Remember when Craig was in his not drinking hard liquor phase and was drinking like wine out of pint glasses?
Yeah, well,
still in that stage.
He has like he had a serious like Adderall and drinking thing going on. So, yeah, I think he still only drinks wine. He doesn't drink liquor.
Yeah, he only drinks wine.
I think I was telling for Shep though, whatever he did at BravoCon, like when Andy said more or less like, you better get it together or we're going to have to rethink things. Like, Andy looked very serious.
Yeah. I think he was, like, supportive but stern. Like, we can't have this shit go on. Like, you guys are so close to the line already with your fucking good old boy antics. Like, we can't have this shit go on. They're, like, 1 second from getting too handsy with somebody, I think. And that'll be over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of gross old men, this thing about T-Rav came out.
Okay. Segue.
So, thank you. Thank you. So, I feel like we have to talk a little bit about how this whole thing came about, because I just feel like I could not stop with watching, like, the disgusting smirk on Taylor the Devil's face. I'm just so disgusted by this poor excuse for a woman. She's so gross. So she brings it up, and it did not need to come up. Like, there was nothing about it other than to, like, try to make Olivia look bad. It didn't seem like there was any reason to bring it up. But as soon as it came up, I'm like, this did come up before, because I remember Madison bringing it up last year, and then they, like, showed the like, flashback to it.
Mm-hmm. It just was vindictive. Like, it was just to, like, get a dig in and a fuck you.
That's exactly
You're the same as me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why do you think you're better than me? Well, first of all, she didn't fuck her best friend's boyfriend. That's why she's better than you.
Yeah.
So.
I think that thing is like, do you not get it? Like, it's not the same.
She's like, but you know Catherine. And she's like, yeah, but this was before I knew Catherine. So it's not the same at all. It's just gross. Yes, I agree. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. Even Catherine came out with a statement that she's like, we're fine. And like, I'm not mad at her at all. So.
Very much.
And Catherine Dennis is coming to your rescue. Sorry, Taylor. I wrote this part in our notes just for Amanda because she wrote in our group chat and she goes, why was Lever there? And I'm like, Lever? And then I'm like, you know what? Her name is Lever from now on.
So
She's
do
Lever.
you know, I was driving. That was Siri, but thank you, Siri, because they really enjoyed it. So
I died. I was like, Lever. I said she is now, from now on, she is just Lever and not Leva.
Why was Lever even there? She didn't say 2 words. She didn't.
Why? I don't know why she's there, and I don't know why she's on her own show either.
I also don't know why she's there the entire time. Maybe if she like popped in for like a segment, okay. Maybe they couldn't even have her pop in because what are they going to do? A segment on her? No, there was 2 scenes she filmed.
I know. What I think is so interesting is how they like tried to make this cast diverse by bringing in the 2 rods and then like barely put them in any scenes, and they're like barely going to be at the reunion. Mm-hmm. Way to go.
I mean, you can't help boring, though. I mean, you can't really help boring.
I can't imagine that Rodrigo is boring. I really can't. Well,
they didn't show anything of him, so it seems like he's probably boring.
I mean,
when you're like, let's not say boring, let's just say relatively normal and have a pretty normal life. I mean, nobody wants to watch somebody. I don't want to watch somebody be normal. I mean, I live that day of... You know.
I don't think you're
ergo
normal.
Why I don't need Monica on my TV. I don't need middle class woman, mother of 4 on my TV. Just don't.
All right. So I'm ready for part 2.
Yeah, I'm ready. Is it the last part? There's only 2 parts.
I think there's probably only 2 parts. I would not. Why would there be 3? That would be.
There shouldn't be.
No.
I can't see why, but it ended with Olivia walking off stage calling Taylor a fucking cunt. If you watch the uncensored version of Peacock, so
perfection.
I hope that's where it picks
perfection.
Up. I love when I watch the uncensored ones. I'm like, oh my god! Like I can't even believe some of the things
I gotta start watching the uncensored ones, but I always watch live.
I do too.
It's like it's so like you just never hear them say a swear word, so you don't even know what it's gonna sound like coming out of their mouths. It's funny. Like Lisa, every other word out of Lisa's mouth is like fucking. Baby gorgeous. Nice. Baby fucking gorgeous.
I think they play like extra scenes on the Peacock too.
They do. It's longer.
Yeah.
They like really they spread things out a little bit. You get like a little bit more detail you don't care about, basically.
Yeah.
Huh. Did you watch Southern Hospitality?
Sure did. And I wish I was lactose intolerant because the fucking milk is disgusting.
You're not going to follow O'Sheen on OnlyFans?
Who the fuck is paying this man to see him pour milk on himself?
You'd be surprised. There's some freaky people out there.
You'd be surprised. I thought about putting my like fat feet on there. Just see what happens.
Think about it daily. I think about it daily.
If I could put these little pork roasting feet on there with some whipped cream on them and see what comes of it.
There's this girl I follow on TikTok, and I feel like I probably said this before. She bought a $4 million mansion in LA from her OnlyFans. She makes so much money.
Yeah.
I wonder who makes more, Denise or her daughter.
Probably
okay, Erica.
Well, someone actually just posted today that Denise is now charging $20 a bundle.
Oh,
so okay. Thank you, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We got a DJ James Kennedy cameo. Maddie decided not to go to work so she could go open for him at a club. She was super excited to meet James Kennedy. Never seen someone excited to meet him. I think the narrative is Maddie hates her job and Emmy wants to take her job. That's like the narrative we're going with for the season. And
yeah,
there you have it.
Then we got a couple scenes with Sally, that little hoe. So Sally and Joe Bradley, as I said, are like dating, canoodling, what have you. He made her Nani's chicken parm with jarred sauce, which I messaged him and I said, no, I posted something that said, when he uses jarred sauce, red flag, red flag, red flag. And he wrote to me and he said, she wasn't worth homemade.
Wasn't wrong.
He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. And then I said, is Danielle Worth homemade? And he said yes.
So, ooh.
The tea, you heard it here.
The sauce. You got the
sauce. I got the sauce. But anyways, Sally, that little hoe, apparently, according to TJ, was making out with Gaston right before she went on her date with Joe Bradley. And also, Gaston helped her pick out her outfit. And then she hooked up with him after.
Good for her.
That's so weird.
And I'd just like to re-point out that is Taylor's current boyfriend.
It all tracks.
Just pointing it out.
I mean, you're young. You have fun. I like it. Good for her.
Yeah. I think she just wanted to be on the show.
The outfit is weird. Like,
a little bit.
That's I was
weird.
listening to Crappens today, and they were like, TJ is so mad because he didn't get to pick her outfit out. They were like, call your fellow gay when you need an outfit picked out, not Gaston. It'll be on tonight, I believe. I haven't seen anything about it, but I'm sure it'll be on tonight. I can't imagine it's that many episodes. I think last year they got like a Watch What Happens Live. I don't think they got a reunion or anything. I'm not that invested in their lives.
No.
And maybe also I feel like you can't really repeat Vanderpump because we are the age of people that are really hooked on it. And like, so we were their age when that show started, kind of. We're a little younger, but like we were doing the stuff they were doing, and that's why we're so invested. Now we're like normal, like,
do you think
middle-aged married adults?
Do you think that there is a younger generation that was starting to watch Bravo, or like, are we the final?
I feel like we're the last of the Mohegan Sun. I don't know.
Yeah,
is that insane?
I wonder, because they always say like 18 to 45. That's like what they do with females, 18 to 45.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, like, you know, how many of those 18 to 28-year-olds, 29-year-olds are watching?
I mean, even if you look at like the people who listen to our podcast, it's like the majority is like 30, 20 to 30, 30 to 40.
I think too what they're into is just different. And I think, you know, we talked about Monica being a fan and JT being a fan. I think any Bravo show you have now, like the people cast on it, they're fans. Bravo is everywhere.
Right.
It's you'll never recreate the magic of like first season of Orange County, and it's all brand new.
Yeah.
No. With Skytops. Bring back Skytops. Justice for Skytops.
Is a Skytop.
A what? That's blasphemy. How can you call yourself a real Bravo fan and you don't know what a Skytop is? It's those stupid like
banished
halter tops that were like kind of cinched around the waist that all of the women had on Real Housewives of Orange County.
I didn't know that's what it's called.
With jeans.
I didn't know.
Skytop.
I've never heard of that.
Well, now you know.
Now you know.
Don't make that mistake again.
You're gonna get canceled. Just so
you're done. You're done. You're canceled. You're canceled.
Let's move over to Potomac.
Finally back in Potomac. I'm pleased.
It has happened to me.
Yeah, Austin. I don't need to. Are they going on another trip, or like was that their trip?
I think that was their trip, which is like giving broke bitch.
We're going down.
What is it? What did Mia call Candace's video? Low budget. It's giving low budget.
Your mom was low budget.
Giving low budget.
So Mia and Gordon and Juan and Robin go to a cooking class. But the only thing I'll say about it is like Mia will ask those questions. Like, and she does it, and it's like so uncomfortable to watch. She will ask.
I was like, I felt awkward. I'm like, oh my God, stop. She's like, Juan, did you put your credit card down? So you went, why did you go to the hotel? Why don't you do it on the phone? I'm like, Mia, I love you for that.
I know. I love it.
Dude, Robin Stand By Your Man Dixon is so funny. She's like, he is searching for the jobs, but the job search is just not producing jobs right now.
Bitch, ain't no one gonna hire him.
Oh my God.
He ain't getting a job. He better go look at like I don't even know who's gonna hire him. I don't know.
He'll figure something out.
Sorry, Wani. You ain't getting a job. That's why he's showing up to film. If he had a job, no chance he would be showing up to film.
Not a shot in hell.
No.
So then we go to self-defense class with Giselle and her daughter. Great. Wendy talks to her mom, and Wendy like coached her mom into saying that her procedure was like not elective. I feel like it was. She was at an elective procedure. It was not like she was having some major surgical malfunction. And she was like, but not that day in Austin that you called me, right? No, Wendy.
I was confused with the phone call. So did she call Leba?
Yeah. She called Lebby, I guess. But it's like just so like the whole thing is confusing because Wendy's like, oh, that's my sister's friend. Like, I don't know her. You don't know your sister's close friends that your mom would call on the phone? Like, come on. It's a little
But she
weird.
said she like thought of her as a daughter.
Right, you don't know her. Your mom's at your house every day. You don't know her.
Yeah.
I don't know her.
I don't know that woman.
I don't know her.
But it sounds like she did bring up the shrine. So
I'm thinking she did.
I'm thinking Neko was right about the whole thing, actually.
Same.
We then go to Karen's event, and I texted you guys in the morning, and I said, okay, this is the way that Bravo needs to do trauma. Don't dump it on us. Like, show it to us in an appropriate timeline, in an appropriate like event. And they all had a very telling story, and it was touching. I don't need to be like trauma dumped down my throat. I don't need it, Bravo. But at the same time, it seems like even the Potomac producers realized you must have trauma if you are on Bravo.
Yeah, they got the memo.
They got it.
Did you guys see Candace going off on Twitter afterwards?
Yes.
She's so obsessed with Giselle. It's just so... She was mad that Giselle even had anything to say in her interview about the fact that anyone in the world would be sexually abused. And she was like, yeah, when you call my husband abusive, blah, blah. I'm like, this has nothing to do with you or your husband.
Right. She didn't call Chris abusive. What she did say was Chris came in the room and it made me feel uncomfortable.
Right.
It made her feel uncomfortable. All Chris had to do was say, I'm sorry, I made you feel uncomfortable, or I'm sorry that you felt uncomfortable. That's it. And the conversation, Candace, you're making it so much bigger than it needs to be.
And every time she brings it up, she makes it bigger than it needs to be.
Exactly.
And also, it's like, she's allowed to feel uncomfortable and just fucking leave it at that. Like, stop trying
Chris
to
like that was
devalue
never
her
my
feelings.
Yeah, Chris can say that was never my intention to make you feel uncomfortable,
and I
apologize that you felt
that.
Yeah. Well, then they got in a fight the last scene, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really recall. But, like, that's it. Then just move on.
It's too much. I'm just glad that Giselle just pretends she's, like, Vapor and doesn't talk to her. Because it's not like she's, like, refusing to film. She's just like, you can be here. You don't exist. Well, the other thing that's weird is, like, they went on Girls Trip, and in the beginning of Girls Trip, they were, like, okay. And then someone brought it up on Girls Trip, and then they were not okay again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The whole thing, it's just, I don't want to watch it. It's played out.
Well, let's talk a little about Married to Med. I feel like I came in so hot selling you guys on Married to Med, and I have to say, this is the worst season I've ever seen of Married to Medicine. It's so bad. I'm sorry, Bravo. It's
losing me a little bit.
It's lost me, I'll be honest. It's hard for me to get into
all the ingredients are there, but like the recipe is just not good. I don't know. It's weird. All the parts are there, but it's just like there are too many like independent like scenes. Like do some like one-on-ones with like another cast member. I don't need all these like weird family scenes. It's like too much. They're doing too much of that. The only group scene was Phaedra taking on her 17th job of Reiki master. Okay, I was
maybe
dying.
Juan should talk to Phaedra about how to get a job.
Talk to Phaedra.
I literally went.
It's a career change.
And I went back and I was like, I googled like how many jobs does Phaedra Parks have, and I found all these images of her jobs and posted them.
Does she currently practice law?
I don't know. I know a few seasons ago she was someone's lawyer on Married to Medicine. Quads. She was Quad's lawyer on Married to Medicine. So Quad had a DUI or something like that. So I know that she can. Whether she still does or needs to, I don't think she needs to.
Yeah.
She probably maintains her license, I'm sure.
I will say I'm loving her on Traitors.
Okay, we're going to talk about Traitors last because I'm so excited about it. But yeah, I'm really sorry I pumped you guys up so much. Go back and watch all the other seasons and then feel the disappointment I feel. It's bad. It's bad. And you know what?
It started strong.
Where you at? You were at BravoCon with me, Darcy, and they were saying like, I was like, I asked you, like, were you there? You were there. We shared a hotel room. They were like, remember we went to the panel and they were like, all the people that were coming up to the mics were like, this is the most underrated show. And they were getting so mad because people were calling it underrated because they felt, and I'm like, no, seriously though, like it is underrated. It's such a hidden gem. More people need to watch it. And I feel bad telling people they should watch it now because it's so bad.
The season started strong and it's just,
right. Like,
and this is not the only show that has fizzled for me in this like rank of what's currently airing.
The ingredients are there. It's just, I don't know. The recipe to the sauce is not great. What does Kim Kardashian say? They can copy the recipe, but the sauce won't be the same. I tell people that all the time.
Never heard her say that.
You haven't?
Love it.
I think she stole it from someone else. I say it all the time.
Of course she did.
It's my favorite. When people like copy me, I'm like, you can borrow the recipe, but the sauce won't be the same.
I like it.
Okay, let's talk about Below Deck Med, which is also really, really losing me.
This is like bad.
Honestly,
I'm watching it. I'm not happy with it.
If they weren't so funny and engaging on Instagram, I would not be watching. Truthfully.
I mean, Jeff, the charter guest, I wanted to just throw his ass.
Was he the neurosurgeon? He was annoying me.
Yeah.
Annoying me. Can we get a refund? No, Jeff.
Are we going to leave? It's so sunny. Are we going to leave? I'm so bored. I don't want to drink. I'm so bored. What are we doing? Are we going to leave? Shut the fuck up, Jeff. And then he was so mean to his poor wife.
I know.
She said, Jeff, everyone's waiting for you. He's like, just leave. Just leave. Oh. Stephanie, just go. Jeff, if you were my husband, I'd fucking knock your ass out real quick.
I think it says a lot about the whole season that we're more invested in the charter guests. So, no, actually, I do have to say, my favorite part of the entire episode was they take them out in the tender to cruise around the port. And Kyle's like, wow, shipping containers. Ooh, a crane. Are you having a good time?
He's like, worst booze cruise ever.
But
you know what? That's my kind of booze cruise. It's calm. It's not real.
That's a boat you'd ride.
Going out to sea, I would get on that.
You could be like a water taxi girl. Did you ride the water taxi at my wedding? Were you okay?
No, I didn't ride that.
You didn't?
You missed out.
Because your parents picked you up.
I was with yeah.
Did they?
I'm more of a water taxi.
Did your parents pull up in like the Winnebago and like beep the horn and it was like?
No, Can you imagine? No, we had a rented vehicle.
Oh my god, I died.
That would have been awesome.
I think you would have enjoyed the water taxi then. It's just a pleasant ride. Like, no waves.
Time.
Yeah, that's
and it stops at bars. It stops at bars and you can drink on it. It has a bar on it.
Everyone was drinking on it.
It has a bar on it.
It sure did.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Made good use of it.
It's a good time.
You know, it's probably better I didn't ride it and drink more because,
you would have fallen over.
Yeah.
My finger I broke my finger for like 8 months after your wedding. I'll never forget it. Every time I felt the pain, I'm like, fucking
I still have family members who are like, who's that girl that fell in the bush? I'm like, I have no idea. Must have been someone that worked there.
My mom hated me.
Yeah, but your mom's a buzzkill sometimes.
She is.
She's always killing your vibe.
One time we went to my cousin's wedding and it was like me and I brought my best friend as a date from college. And when we came home, my friend still brings this up. I was like, oh, I have a handle of Captain Morgan. And she hid it in the washing machine so that I wouldn't drink more of it. And the next day I go to get my laundry and I'm like, oh my God, it's the bottle of Captain Morgan. Good times.
So back to Below Deck Med.
Yeah,
I don't know. It ends with the chef calling Natalia and asking her to come meet up for drinks, which I liked. That was like a very messy housewives move, and I
like it.
I appreciate it, and I think it's going to benefit all of us in the end. And then I will say,
do you guys think it's weird? Here, hold on. I want to ask this before
ahead.
you say that. Do you think it's weird that Luca is like all over Jess during the day, but he's like texting Natalia and stuff?
I think he's just a fuckboy.
Okay.
What I was going to say was related to that because I watched them on Watch What Happens Live, and he did just dirty. He was so rude about her, but not in a direct way. Like, he was asked all these like kind of like Mary Shag Kill type questions, and he was killing her off every time. He was like, they were like, who would you bring to meet your parents, Katie, Natalia, or Jess? And he was like, not Jess.
Oh, maybe they had a bad time in Cannes.
I don't know that they went because she makes out with Max.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's right. Oh, so he's probably pissed.
Today, this is just weird and gross, and I feel like maybe the French translation was off, but I posted something of Jack, like, dancing, and it was, like, when the beat drops, and Max commented on it today. I just cummed from laughter. I'm like, translation? What? Go look at the post. It's still there, unless someone reported it. I'm like, ooh. Did not translate.
I mean, I don't know. He was talking about his, like, Eiffel Tower standing up, so maybe that is what he meant.
Like his
God, yeah. Perhaps.
And maybe they're more free in France.
All right, let's talk about what we really want to talk about, which is the Real House of Salt Lake City reunion, Part 2. What did you think of Part 2?
I thought it was kind of boring, I'll be honest.
Do you believe anything that comes out of Monica's mouth? I have to ask you both.
No.
Yeah. I don't even believe anything about her mom. I think it's all a lie. Justice for Linda. Justice for Linda.
I'm not going that far.
I posted that part on Reddit like weeks ago, like when her first, like after like the Easter scene, and I was like, I don't know, I think like Monica makes up a lot of stuff about her mom. Her mom definitely wants to be on TV. Maybe they're like plotting together. I got so many downvotes, and I still stand by that. I feel like they definitely discussed it. Maybe her mom is toxic, obviously, because Monica's toxic, but you know, I think that a lot of it is over-exaggerated.
I mean, that whole thing came out where her mom is like, you need to be an actress, and like she's like coaching her. So yeah, I think they're both in it on it together. I don't know.
LD millionaire.
She's like, she left me with a family in Pennsylvania. I'm like, she dropped you on a doorstep, or was it someone you know? Like,
it's just all like,
it's all bad.
Yeah.
But I also told you guys, I went from not liking Angie in the beginning to I'm an Angie stan now. Literally an Angie stan. I'm a stangy. Oh my god, I'm gonna message her that. She'll love that. I'm a stangy. She always writes back. She's so nice.
That's how she got in trouble with Reality Von Teese.
I know, because she always writes back. Her saying pay your fucking bills at your house with a carport, like, making fun of her carport. I died.
That's so funny.
Who knew carport was the new like determination of poor?
Over a carport.
I died.
Yeah, I had to Google what a carport was.
I made a meme.
The new refrigerator.
It's Angie saying "pay your fucking bills" on top of Kim Kardashian saying "get off your ass and work." I died. Okay. Also, I wanted to say this. Okay, you know how Monica was like, touche, bitch, touche.
Touche. Okay. I'm never, ever saying touche again.
Okay, so
never.
I posted the part where Heather's like, what's touche? And do you know how many people wrote back to me and they're like, it's the French word for meaning touche? I'm like, I know what it means. Like, what? But
wait, is it French for touche? Is it
no? Touche is French. No, they were saying touche is a French word, and it basically means like. But I'm like, I know what she meant, but apparently, and I just watched this movie, but apparently, it's a callback to The Equalizer, the movie. Apparently, someone says touche in that.
Never. I don't watch movies, so I don't even know what that is.
I feel like if you
don't watch movies,
I don't watch movies. I don't like movies.
They take too long. Yeah, I get that.
I don't have the attention.
I can't sit still for very long either. It has to really rock my world. I'm usually a one movie, 2 sitting type person. Actually, I have to stop and like walk the dogs, get an ice cream.
I have to really want to watch a movie to want to watch a movie.
I told you Joe's birthday's tomorrow, and all he wants to do is go to the movies, and I'm like, ugh, my nightmare. But so I only go to the one that serves like food and like wine and stuff like that. So I'm like, at least it's like dinner. I could sit through this. But yeah, so you would be surprised how many people messaged us like telling me that she meant touche. I'm like, I know. Yeah, Thank you.
Why did she say fucking touche then?
One girl I wrote back, I'm like, I have a master's degree. Like, I know. Please.
All right, Wendy.
French word
Dr.
touche.
Wendy.
I have
Dr.
many degrees.
Wendy.
I have many degrees. I do, actually. I do. Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing, I don't know. But Mary came out. Mary is so Team Monica, but I'm like, I want to know why. Like, I think it's because she doesn't really pay attention to anything in the media, so she actually doesn't know anything about Monica, and if she did, she might not like her.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, even think about it. When she came out, Angie said one thing, and then Andy was like, she agrees with you. And she's like, oh, okay. Yeah. Like, right in the beginning.
She doesn't listen.
She does not
what's wrong with you, Mary?
care.
She just makes a decision, and like, that's the end of it.
I love it.
Sorry, my emergency supply of gummy bears just fell out of my purse.
I need an emergency supply of gummy bears now. I need a case study on Mary M. Cosby from a certified psychiatrist. Okay.
Can I just I'm going to make a breaking news right now because I've said two things that make me sound crazy. One, that I have fat feet, and two, that I have an emergency supply of gummy bears. So I am 24 weeks pregnant, which is why I have fat little feet and an emergency supply of gummy bears.
Yay! We're going to add another bougie bitch to the...
Yeah.
Another bougie baby.
A bougie baby
bitch.
It's a boy.
A bougie baby
it's
bro.
A boy. A bougie bro. Bougie bro coming May.
Summer will teach you.
You heard it here first.
Congratulations.
Well, you already knew, but
well, on behalf of our fans, congratulations.
It's hard to keep it in, especially when you guys hear me breathing like this.
It's really not that, like, it's not.
You're not at that point yet. If you go back to listen to our first couple of episodes, you'll hear me breathing, and it's bad. I was
that I edited every time you weren't talking. I deleted you out of it.
I mean, it's so bad. You're not even there yet. Wait till you get there.
Well, anyways, if I need to head over to the gummy bears, I'll let you know. But back to Salt Lake. Mary telling her son's girlfriend wife not to pretend that her son is good in bed was just like the epitome of Mary M. Cosby. The epitome.
So fucking out of line.
I mean, what? It's hilarious. If it wasn't her son, I still think it's fucking hilarious. It's weird that it was her son, but I love that for her.
It's so funny.
She said, "Don't build him up. Don't make him think he's better than he is."
So funny. And she still doesn't know if they're married, and she's like, this girlfriend, wife, whatever.
She's like, I call him his girlfriend, and he doesn't correct me.
So funny. The other thing that I'm taking away from this, and I'm going to say it nonstop, is get the audio. Get the audio. Lisa ordering Heather to play her audio recordings by going, get the audio, when Monica was talking. I died.
And Heather was fucking on it.
Like, pulled it right up. The thing is, Tanisha obviously sent all of these. And
sure.
I asked you guys this. Do you guys think Reality Von Teese is more than one person?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's questioning that. I think the fact is just she's involved with it, no matter how much, and that is just.
Well, no, because I think Lisa's like, it's you. We have a full investigation. Her 7 crime investigators.
Do you think it's her cybersecurity team looking into it?
Her 7 lawyers and her cybersecurity team are looking into it.
Yeah.
I die. Get the audio. Get the audio. I'm going to say it nonstop.
She's about to be canceled, though.
Lisa?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she keeps sticking up for the Mormon church when everyone's like, they're racist. And she's like, they're not. That's what she was tweeting today.
Even Heather and Whitney
on
said
like
they were.
A Twitter bender.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I saw that on Reddit today while I was at work, and I was like, oh, Lisa, this isn't going to end well for you.
I think people who practice Mormon light probably shouldn't talk about the morals of the church they practice lightly, but I will say that she was very intelligent and gave a great delivery of her views on LGBT and LDS. She said, I think those are antiquated views. I don't even think a housewife has ever used the word antiquated in a sentence.
Yeah.
It was good. Hopefully she doesn't get canceled. She's the top 1% for me. Anyways. We had Beverly Hills in Miami. So there's one more part of Salt Lake City, which I'm dying to see because it's going to be the reality Von Cheese and the black eye.
Yeah, and the black eye. We're going to have like 2 minutes of the black eye at the very end.
I know. And it's going to be stupid. It's going to be like,
do that to
it was an accident and I didn't want her to get in trouble. Okay, bye. So stupid.
Yeah.
Boring.
We had Beverly Hills and Miami last night. Beverly Hills, even my sister texted me and she goes, when do you think Beverly Hills is going to get better?
It was bad.
I don't know.
Last night was bad.
Well, Crystal finally woke up 12 episodes in, so that was interesting.
Yeah.
She was not having AnneMarie. People hate AnneMarie. People are like, one season wonder, blah, blah, blah. So I like went on and I was like, don't you guys miss Diana? And then I put a picture of Diana that said, need a new villain? Here I am.
Yeah.
I liked Diana. I'd bring her back. I liked her a lot, actually.
I think she didn't want to come back. I think
she didn't. They would have brought her back for sure. Yeah. She didn't even come to the reunion. They didn't care. She was like in Hawaii pretending she had COVID. I like Diana. Bring her back. Need a new villain? Here I am. Stop with the awkward Mo and Kyle scenes is my next note.
It's like, oh my god.
I did post a poll today. I'm like, do you guys think this is the beginning of the end, or are they just playing us? I think
that I don't think they're going to get divorced. Maybe they are. You know,
I think they're going to have an agreement if they don't already have one already.
Yeah.
I was watching Watch What Happens Live with Jeff Lewis and Mercedes, MJ, and Jeff Lewis said that he went to, maybe it was Kathy's Christmas party where Morgan and Kyle were there, and he goes, I watched them, I observed them, I was studying them. He goes, I think they're just good friends. He's like, I wanted to see more, but like I didn't see any more than that. I think they really are just good friends.
He was so well behaved and reserved.
Oh god,
on Watch What Happens.
Bad. Except he literally said that he's making a cameo on OC. Andy was pissed about it. He's like, I guess I'm going to be on OC because they called me. I guess they're going to film me doing lunch. And Andy was like, well, thanks for telling everyone. He was so mad. MJ goes, ooh, Andy's mad. It was a good episode of Watch What Happens Live. I love when Jeff Lewis comes on. He's so funny. He also hates Monica because she's poor. Okay, we went to Homeless Not Toothless again. I can't believe we went back for more.
I can't believe that's still the name. Like, you think we
actually
find something different.
Kyle did say something funny when she was talking to Sutton. She's like, but I want them to have homes and teeth. That was funny.
Why can't they have homes and teeth?
Okay, I have to say, when Taylor Dane came out, I was like singing along. I was Erica. I was singing along. Erica loves to sing along. A non-singer
really does.
I love that scene because it brought me back to the Christmas scene.
I know. Mm-hmm. She loves to sing along, but I was out of my seat. I've also went to see Taylor Dane in concert, like in recent years. I did. Tell it to my heart. I love her. So they're gonna go to Spain next week. That should be fun. And Crystal and AnneMarie are gonna fight more.
I'm over the esophagus.
I know.
I'm over 8.5. Like, let's wrap it up, ladies.
I'm over her and her bad fashions. Yeah. She has bad fashions. And I'm like, how are they going to like make, how can she come to a whole reunion? She has like a speech impediment. I don't know how she can come to like a whole, like an entire reunion because she's like barely there. Like, what if she's going to sit on the couch and not talk for most of it if she's still considered full-time, which she is. I mean, she's in the opening credits and stuff.
I think she'll insert herself to talk, but none of it's going to pertain to her.
I think Spain is probably where we get more of her. And you know what? I'll say this. She's not wrong. She is making Crystal relevant because Crystal hasn't done shit in 12 episodes. All we've talked about is her fucking brother for 12 fucking episodes. So Jeff Lewis isn't actually wrong about that either. Crystal's boring.
Are you Jeff Lewis?
It's me, Jeff Lewis.
I'm in here.
Let's talk a little bit about Miami, who they also ended with their start of their cast trip, and they'll be going to Mexico City. But we started with Swim Week, Miami, baby. This is like right up my alley. I love Swim Week. I love Miami. I love South Beach. I love it all. Right up my alley. It just reminded me of my 20s. It was great.
Your youth.
Well, I'm still youthful, I'd like to think.
Have you been to Swim Week?
Yes, it's amazing.
Oh, I love that
Well, it's like everywhere, so like even if you can go to like a shitty show and it's still fun, you know?
One time I went to Miami. I planned like a whole vacation. And I got there, and it was fucking Art Basel. I had no idea.
Wait, wasn't that your honeymoon when I came on it?
No, it wasn't my honeymoon. It was just like a break. We went to Miami for our honeymoon, but it was like a different vacation that we went to. We love to go to Miami.
Did I come on your honeymoon or on that trip?
I think on that trip. I don't think you came to our honeymoon. I
crashed.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, it's Art Basel. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go.
I like Swim Week also because it's like they like require various shapes and sizes, like because it's swimwear. So it's like you can be short, you can not be like a supermodel, like you can be anything really. So it's like you get to see like a lot of, it's very inclusive.
I love that.
And I like that. But anyways, Swim Week. So they start fighting after Julia's show about like Adriana bringing Anna, and the girls are still mad at Nicole. Like, please help me understand.
It makes no sense.
Please help
makes
me
no
understand.
sense.
I can't. I cannot. Gertie has her second surgery. That is sad. I like, because we already know all about this, like, it is sad to watch her like go through it all.
Yeah.
Kiki also walks in Swim Week, and then she throws a whole party and nobody comes. They don't want to wait on the bus, so they all leave except for Julia and Adriana. Kind of felt bad for her. I felt bad. We learned a little more about her too. That once she started like doing modeling swimwear, her dad was like, "You need to leave." Her dad, stepmom kicked her out.
They basically called her a pornography.
Yeah.
You're a pornography. You called me a pornography. I did not call you a pornography.
Get the audio.
Get the audio.
What did she say? A predator. A predator. Get the audio. Get the audio. Anyways, they'll be in Mexico City next week, and so I thought it was Adriana's trip the whole time, which I'm like, someone that's not even Maine is booking a trip, but it's not her trip. She just gets Emilio Estefan to get her a show while they're on the trip. That's not her trip. That's Alexia's trip. I'm sure she'll be thrilled about that. Lisa and Julia are Twitter beefing. Have you guys seen? I posted something about it. So, yes. No. So at the Mother's Day brunch, whatever that went awry last week when they were fighting, Lisa said something about like Julia having multiple baby daddies. I didn't hear her say that, but I guess she did. And Julia didn't hear it until she just watched it. And so she went off, and then Lisa went off like, "You're calling me a bad mother, and I'm in the middle of a fucking divorce and custody."
Oh, I saw that. I saw that, yeah.
And Lisa was on Watch What Happens Live last week, and she said they're still not okay.
Yeah, because Lisa said, like, you have 3 baby daddies. Yeah. And, yeah, she didn't like that.
I'm not good at all.
I don't think a lot of people would.
I mean, if it's facts, I guess it's just facts.
Yeah, be like, so what? I do have 3 baby daddies, bitch. Yeah. Thank you.
Anywho.
I mean, that's not really the flex people think it is.
Let's get to the good stuff. I want to talk about Traitors. The first 3 episodes are out. The 4th episode drops at some point in the middle of my bedtime tonight.
So good.
I want all of your thoughts. Ready, set, go.
I was so mad. I went to go watch it today and it wasn't on. I'm like, dang it. It's so good. I want to know who they killed off. It's just good. I love Phaedra.
Okay, so Phaedra's a traitor. We have to say that. And then that other guy from Big Brother.
Traitor.
We don't even know that guy's name, but they are on to him. Dan. And they picked, so it started off a little differently this season because there were only, what's his name? Nigel. I call him Nigel. That's not his name. What's his name? The guy that hosts it.
I don't know his name.
Yeah, I know.
Alan.
Nigel goes and taps everyone's shoulder, and he only tapped 2 traitors, and then they were told that they had to recruit a third, so they got to decide who the third was, and they picked Parvati, who MJ also called Poverty, which I just think is funny. And so that's how it starts, and then they do their first mission day. Tamara was sick the entire mission and didn't even go to the round table. Did you guys notice that? And they just never explain it.
She was sick.
I'm sick. They just never even explained it.
Whore.
It's so weird.
No, they just said Tamara's sick. That's all they said.
And Johnny Bananas was the first person murdered by traitors. You guys know I'm a huge Real World fan.
Stupid fucking move.
Amanda and I used to watch Real World nonstop all the time.
All the time.
We would like have swim practice at 5 a.m. and have a sleepover, and we would be staying up until 10:30 watching that shit all the time. So he got kicked off first. That was stupid because him and like CT are challenge people. Those are the people that are going to help you win the challenges. Those people and Survivor people do challenges. Hello.
Yeah. They're going to make your money.
Yeah.
You've got no money in your pot to win.
Exactly.
If you get rid of your competitors.
Yeah. So then Peppermint gets banished first, and it's all because of Trishelle. Stupid Trishelle from Real World Las Vegas. I said it to you guys. She was stupid on Real World Las Vegas, and she's still stupid now. So
my favorite thing about Traitors is that they're so convinced. They're like, you are 1,000% the traitor, and they are wrong.
Like the politician from the guy who's like from Parliament. They're like, you have asthma or not? You must be a traitor.
It's so good, and they're so convinced.
I know.
They're like, no, I'm 1,000. Like Deontay was like, I'm 1,000% convinced that Max is a traitor. I'm like, bro.
So Trishelle convinces everyone that Peppermint's a traitor because Peppermint made a face when Trishelle said, if all my clothes are gone, I'll know that you're a traitor, or something like that. So she gets banished. She was a loyal. Then the Traitors, they do smarten up a little bit because they murder Marcus. And Marcus was really smart. And Marcus and Larsa together, like, they're always going to have each other's back. So they kind of were smart in doing that. I will say, Larsa and MJ are smart. They know that Dan is a traitor already.
Yeah, they know.
They're very smart. So, and then Deontay the boxer is convincing everyone, and he got Max from Dancing with the Stars. Maxim Shmerkovsky banished second.
Which Max is, he dropped the ball because he was sitting there when him and Marcus were having the conversation with Dan, and Dan said something weird. Or Marcus was like, oh, well, if like I'm gone, like I know you'd kill me or something. And I'm like, Max, Marcus is now gone. How are you not putting 2 and 2 together with that conversation?
Because they're not that smart. It like blows my mind.
Stupid.
Like it blows my mind sometimes.
I know.
We need Jessel with her notes app on the Traitor. She'd just be like,
Who do you guys think that Poverty is gonna axe off tonight?
Headband?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You guys, I texted you. Her fucking headbands piss me off. Every day, a different headband. She probably had her own fucking suitcase for her headbands.
She's gonna be like that girl with the red hair last year. Annoying.
Annoying.
Well, we kind of deductive reason that it can't be. Who did we say it can't be? Because they show up again.
Not Sheree.
It can't be Pilot Pete from The Bachelor because Phaedra says to him, "This is not The Bachelor, and I am not going to kiss your ass for a rose." It's not Sheree. I don't think it's MJ.
Yeah,
so what are we going to say? It's Bergie.
I think it's Bergie.
We'll see.
He seems like he'd be kind of like naive enough to drink from the cup.
He's an easy target.
Yeah, but he's kind of dumb. That's someone you should keep.
I don't know. He's the one who figured out the last mission.
That is true.
But no one was listening to him, and they're like,
he seems surprised by that. The only other note I had was Sheree needs a little more airtime. Not enough Sheree for me.
Yeah.
And
she's barely there.
I just love CT too. I'm just such a real one.
I do. I love CT.
I watched Survivor, but I didn't like the first.
I didn't
watch the first like 37 seasons, so I don't know these people. They're on Survivor 45.
And I don't watch Big Brother either. I
actually knew
and I don't watch The Bachelor, so.
I knew someone on Survivor. That's why I started watching it. She quit the first day. So I'm glad I got into it. Oh. All right. Anything else, gals?
I don't think so.
Is returning to the Traitors.
Yes. Yeah, I said to you guys, I'm like, how do you know that? And then I'm like, I hate the media. It ruins all the surprises.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll be back. Well, if you like what you heard here, you can follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also follow us on our socials. We are on Instagram at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on TikTok at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Threads at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Twitter at Boujee Bravo Bees. We have a Facebook group, and we also have a YouTube channel.
That's it, bitch.